Thank you for tuning in to Dropping Jewels podcast. It has been a while because life is lifing, like those Gen Z um, generation says. But I am so glad to be back. Um, and I'm grateful of those individuals who are listening. I'm excited because I want to focus on the true overall aspect of self improvement and self awareness. And so it's hard. It is hard out here. It is definitely hard. But today's topic is something that I definitely want to focus on and just talk about being your authentic self. I think sometimes we tend to not worry about or do too much worrying about others and what others think. But I want you guys to really embrace this episode as I talk about the incredible journey of self discovery, as I uncover the true essence of who I am. And so, in this powerful episode, I want to share my personal story of how I broke free from societal expectations and found my authentic self. Get ready to be inspired and motivated to embark on your own path of self discovery and unlock your true potential. So, today's topic is about how I found the strength to embrace my authentic self. And it is a personal journey. So, guys, join me as I take the challenge of discovering my authentic self and see what I uncover along the way. For me, I just wonder, and I just am going to throw out this question for my listeners. Have you ever felt lost in your own life? Like that is really deep. Have you ever felt lost in your own life? And why is it important for personal growth and fulfillment to be part of who you are? So I'm going to say that, especially as mothers, right? Sometimes when you have children, you tend to feel lost. You tend to feel like you have no direction and your focal point is your children. So that is a feeling of confusion, a feeling of just lack of confidence. So how can we discover our authentic selves, right? How is that possible? So here are some tools that I use to be able to really get to know who I am and what makes me who I am. So being authentic, right, means having an awareness of who you are, what you stand for, your expression, your honesty, and your consistency, right? And being authentic is a good way to make you feel, well, allow you to feel, I'm not going to say make you, but allow you to feel happier, to be in a happy place. So, one thing that makes me authentic is speaking my truth and being very assertive with it. Because I think sometimes when we tend to speak based upon what we want others to hear, then that's when it becomes not genuine, not sincere. I also recognize internal versus external influences, right? So if I see anything that's best for me, then that's something I'm going to go with because that makes me be a better person. But then if I see something that's like weird or something that doesn't work in my favor or something that'll benefit me, I know how to recognize that. Some people call it discernment. Some people call it recognizing, um, recognition. For me, it's just being able to understand the difference, right? Um, for me, being an authentic person, I am present. I'm present at that moment, not just physically, but I'm present mentally. I'm present spiritually. I'm present within myself. No matter what is going around me, I am essentially authentic. And I know me, so I take personal inventory of how I feel. When do I feel that? Like, what's the most authentic? Um, just what what is the most authentic way for me to be able to push through that? You know, um, for me, there's so many strengths to identifying your true self. There's so many strengths of knowing the social expectations and self doubt. So let's talk about the strength of getting to know yourself. Like, why is that the most important thing? And it's important because you'll be able to understand better, right? Understand better your strategies, how to improve the best version of you. Knowing yourself, it simplifies decision making and increases the self esteem. It does teach you to understand others for sure. It's that self discovery, self understanding. It could be a strength that is beyond words. For me, I think we have some listeners out there that are single parents, that have gone through divorce, that have gone through miscarriages. And these are journeys that we go through in life. We have to find ways to lead to explore the best version of us, including with those challenges and revelations and how we're able to overcome those. Highlighting your feelings and giving yourself insight on those experiences. Being who you are and knowing who you are is the best way to get over the brokenness of the things that you have experienced in life. Unlocking that potential, pushing the empowerment, those things makes you authentic. I personally have gone through it. Good, ugly, fair, inconsistent, consistent. You know why? Because that's the journey we call life. That's the stuff that makes us who we are. Those personal journeys, those personal growths. The empowerment, overcoming those challenges, life lessons, motivation, mental health, inspiration, inner strength. I just encourage you to listen to who you are. Experience self-discovery. Get those insights of your personal growth. Because you too will discover your authentic self. And when you discover that, embrace it, enjoy it. Because that's all about self-awareness, self-improvement, self-love, and just personal development. So guys, I thank you for listening to this episode. I hope it left you with a sense of being confident in knowing that this is the journey that I want to take. I try to make sure that all my episodes focus on that self-discovery, self-improvement, self-awareness, and be authentic allows you to discover yourself. And it gives you an opportunity to be the best version of you in many ways. So, guys, thank you again for tuning in to Dropping Jewels podcast. Remember, I am on all the listening platforms. I also am on YouTube. So if you want to be able to just listen to this episode on there, it'll be on there as well. And if you want to be a guest, I embrace that also. So definitely contact me. Just, you know, it's Let's Talk About It, Jewel, which is my Gmail account, which if you have anything, that you want to be able to discuss with me and just to have that dialogue about certain things, absolutely. I am open to being able to listen and share my experiences and my insights on various things. So if you want to definitely reach out to me on that, that'll be awesome. It's Let's Talk About It Jewel at gmail.com. And also, again, listen to my episodes on all major listening platforms as well as my YouTube. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. And until next time, you guys have a good one.